My beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Aqua Soul family, Aqua gang, gang, gang. What do you do, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general message from my beautiful Aquarius soul family, my Aqua gang. I hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I most certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guides, please come through, okay? Give us what we need to know. In regards to my beautiful Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. It's going to be for the newer cycle, guys, okay? Someone that you are currently dealing with, that is new. This is brand new. It is what it feels like for a majority of you, but for some of you, you may have already encountered this person, but it's still fresh if you have. For those of you who have not encountered this person yet, even those of you who have been single for quite some time, it might actually surprise you is what I'm hearing. The energy that's approaching, okay? The person that you're going to so happen to bump into is what it will feel like, but nothing happens for no reason, okay? Everything happens in its time and in its season. And if you have not released those people whose time is up, baby, it's time to do that, right? We got to make room. We have to make room. Before we get into things too heavily, though, please take a moment and click the like button, y'all, okay? I appreciate those of you who do it every single time. Y'all be holding your girl down. Y'all be holding this platform down. That's y'all, okay? That's all on y'all. So I appreciate that, and I truly just love you guys so very much, okay? Shoot me a little comment down below, y'all. That's the roll call. Let me know what you got planned for this summer coming up or for the springtime. If you have already met your new boo, how's it going? Well, I will be able to see. I mean, so you can tell the truth or not, you know what I'm saying? I will be able to see how it's going down and where it is going to more than likely head or end up, okay? Or just shoot me a little hey girl, hey, okay? Don't be rude, say it back. Everybody else, if you have not done so already, please help us grow here, okay? We would love to have you. If you are in fact an Aquarius, if you're dealing with an Aquarius, right? Feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become a part of the gang. Like I said, we would love to have you, and click that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload on the channel. So shall we get into things, guys, okay? The messages are general. Don't force shit to fit, right? Take what resonates with you. Leave the rest for whoever it might be here for. I'm going to get a few shuffles from this deck. Now, the energy prior to coming in, guys, okay, prior to you know, beginning, during the pre-shuffle, the cleansing of the energy, premeditation, it felt really good, okay? It feels vibrant. It feels very fresh, very new. I was getting the image of like a sunflower, but it's not fully budded just yet. So that's what led me to believe this is a newer connection, or one that is now getting ready to harvest. So you've planted the correct seeds, hopefully, right? Let's do one more shuffle here. So I really like it. It feels new. It feels, okay, so they kept bringing up the season of spring. They're putting a lot of emphasis on the seasons, right? So you may have gone through a lot of tough seasons. We are now in spring, or we're getting ready to approach spring. They're putting a great emphasis on that idea of springtime, which is the time of rebirth, right? It is the time of anew. Winter is when things, well, fall is when things fall away. Winter is when things can be quite cold, quite dark, right? It gets dark early. And then the springtime is when we start to see those things that we have been working on blossom, right? That's the idea that they're giving me. So please give me insight in reference to where we're going with this. Okay, riding the frog. Okay. So it says, if you keep riding the cute frog, you won't find your Prince Charming. You deserve to be in healthy spaces. And at the bottom, we have it signifying a karmic relationship. In the beginning of that, I mean, in the right next to that, or in the middle, it says settling. Okay. And then it also says used to toxicity. I don't get that this is your energy any further. I feel like this is what fell away, or this is what is attempting to fall away from you, right? The karmic cycles, being used to a certain thing, kind of dealing with a certain thing, or being attracted to a certain thing. I feel like for some of you, it's not done purposefully. You're just kind of easygoing, and that can come off to certain people as if you don't have the highest of standards. That's not true at all. You're needing to assert yourself more. You're needing to really speak up for yourself in reference to what it is that you need, what it is that you want, what it is that you desire. They're putting you in the forefront. That doesn't mean that you have to do everything or initiate everything in the relationship, but they want to put, they're putting a spotlight on you speaking up for what it is that you want, okay? Not sitting back. They're also putting a slight bit of accountability, guys, right? They're not like spanking you or no shit like that. It's just a slight, we'll call it a cliff note, right? there's a cliff note there in reference to sitting back and waiting for someone to do something. You need to definitely be telling people up front, okay, your requirements, your expectations, what it is that you like, what you don't like, what your deal breakers are. I'm not saying to give them the whole playbook. Of course not, right? That would be stupid. Don't do that. But there is this need to kind of speak up in the beginning, right? Let it be known from the very beginning, and this just sit back and watch. That's what I'm hearing when this card comes out. Yeah, I'm hearing, it's not a game. I don't want to have to tell somebody how to love me. I don't want to have to tell someone how to do it, but you do have to tell people, you guys, okay? All right, everybody is not a mind reader, okay? No, you're like, nobody's a mind reader, right? Nobody's a mind reader, so they're not going to be able to just tell straight off the bat how it is that you would like to be loved, right? All you can really do is put it out there, say it, be vocal about it, and people who want to do it will do that, right? People who have the ability to do it and want to do it will do that. Those who don't have the ability to do it will fall to the wayside. That's what you want. Okay, so we also have unawakened. It says an unawakened mind tends to make war against love. Let them go for now. Okay, in the head notes of this card, we have negative energies, okay, not ready, unaware, or karmic. So we have karmic showing up twice, but this is the energy from the past, right? This is in the position of where your new love cycle is beginning. And I feel as though this is what happened during your fall season. Okay, these are the things that you're needing to detach from. Karmic is here twice. So there could have been a lesson that you didn't quite learn, and it kept showing up. I do feel like you're at the point, since this is a new love message and they keep signifying springtime, that you have released that, right? Like you're ready to finally move on. You're ready to kind of open up, be more flirty, be more playful. Your energy is much lighter. So that is what I feel. Okay, so we have travel here as well. So I feel like things are on the up and up. Things are going to get ready to start moving, okay, in a positive direction. The person coming in, I do feel as though it will be a very flirty connection, okay? This is going to be someone who is intriguing, yes, but it's also going to be someone who is going to sort of, I want to say inspire, okay? Inspire you to see things differently. There's a tweaking of your perspective that's happening upon meeting this person. There is something quite different about this energy, about this person coming in. You guys, they're very enlightened. They have a extremely spiritual aura about them, as we all do, but I feel like theirs is amplified and it's going to really stick out to you from the very beginning. This is what's going to attract you to them. Okay, it says living life without fun can be boring, all right? And also very unhealthy for you. Have fun to boost your happiness. So you're needing to get out there and do more fun things, guys, okay? Maybe things have been quite serious on your end. Maybe you have a lot of responsibilities. There's been things tying you up, right? There's going to be a need to have a good work-life balance, right? Your life needs to there needs to be some fun involved. For some of you, that may possibly be traveling. For some of you, that is the idea of relocation coming into mind. That doesn't mean that you're leaving your home. Maybe you just want to travel to a new state. Maybe you want to have a staycation. Maybe you're needing to switch up your environment in order to switch up your energy. Switching up your energy and getting you into more of a playful palette is where this person is coming in. This is where they are being ushered in. Now, if you've already met this person, then I feel as though lightening up just slightly. That doesn't mean letting them get away with shit, you guys. There's a stern energy coming off next to this playful card. If you've already met this person, it's like, I'm not going to fall for the same bullshit no more. So you got your good eye on this person, and the connection doesn't have room to breathe. Okay, it needs to have room to breathe. This is supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be loving. This is not like the rest. So maybe you have unawakened to the level of transformation that you have gone through and the frequency level that you have shifted into, right? You've traveled from one frequency to the next, whether you've met this person yet or not. It's going to be very important to recognize that now you can kind of let your hair down. It's okay to trust yourself, trust your own judgment. Therefore, you can partake in some of the fun of this. It doesn't have to be so serious. Once you upfront tell this person what you need, right? You're speaking up for yourself. You are advocating for your needs initially. That is it. Then People who want to oblige and take you up on that offer, they will, right? And once that is done, once this person will take you up on that offer, they are going to be extremely intentional, and they're going to show you right off the bat that they want forward movement, right? That this is a whole new thing. This is going in a different direction than what your connections would have been going towards in the past. So it's going to be important for you to see that, and also to separate yourself from what has occurred in the past, with separation at the bottom of the deck. Now we have empath. So you are empathic. This person might be as well. The two of you might actually share the same levels and or paradigms of the past relationships. Okay. There's something about enabling or not asserting your boundaries strong enough. I feel like the two of you may be a little bit more equally yoked than you realize, especially if you've already met this person and you're being kind of standoffish, or you might not be quite believing, right? All of the delight that comes with this relationship. You might be waiting for the shoe to drop. It's going to be important not to do that and actually enjoy it. Okay. Enjoy the journey with travel here. It says keep moving forward in life and find happiness in new things. Okay. It says the future is much brighter than the past. This is why we have to leave that back there. Okay. Does that mean that you just forget what you've been through? Like you bumped your head and just move about blindly? No, you've already learned the lessons, right? So you can already see from a mile away when things are not quite right. This is not that, is what they are stating. So we have soulmates. Okay. You know what I really like about this connection so far, you guys, and what I feel like you will really like about this connection as well? This person is not judgmental. I feel like even if you might be a little bit tough on this person, or even if you might come off as somebody who is a little bit unhinged at times, right? Because the way that this is moving, it might move rather quickly. The emotions might come on very strongly, especially with them being a soulmate. There's this forcing of oneself to have self-control rather than leaning into the playfulness, leaning into the bliss, leaning into the delight, right? Leaning into what is unfolding here. With the wrong person, that'll come off as you a little bit crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because how all of a sudden I have access and then the next day I don't, or you're being a little bit distant, a little bit cold. Like, what's wrong? What's up? You know, like, what's going on? Why are you not answering me? Or they can feel your energy. They can feel your energy, guys. There's no such thing as perfect. But I do feel as though the two of you are very similar. And that's what I really like about this energy. That's what I was going to say. I like it, right? It feels comfortable. It's very comforting to meet someone who understands you. And this is an understanding that this person will have of you and your journey, because theirs might be quite similar. Okay. Strikingly similar, you guys. In terms of the lack of boundaries, right? The enabling, being empathic, right? And letting your empathy get in the way, meaning overgiving or giving to people who are not deserving, feeling guilty when you don't give to people who did not even deserve it in the first motherfucking place, giving too many chances type of shit, or sitting back and seeing if somebody will be able to meet your needs, but you never even spoke your needs up. And the reason why you didn't speak up the first time is because you've been let down so many times, right? You don't want to set certain expectations. So if I tell this person what I need, if I tell them what I want, they might use it against me, or they might just not do it. And you weren't in a strong enough emotional place to be rejected in that way. So instead you kept quiet, hoping that your needs would be met, but they weren't, right? So I feel like this person kind of, they can relate. It's a very relatable energy, y'all. The term soulmates gets glamorized a lot of times, right? As this, once in a lifetime love and love at first sight, and it's whimsical and it's magical and it is, the fairy tale. I don't feel that with this necessarily, y'all. Still beautiful, however. The way this soulmate card energy is coming off to me is not this whimsical, magical fantasy. It is very real. It is very raw. The shit that y'all have been through. Very similar, like I said, but there's a realness here. There's a rawness here, and there is a ability to see each other. That's really where the fit is coming in at. Very early on, you might notice that Yes, you have some of the same morals. You have a lot of the same values, right? On the hierarchy scale, how you prioritize, right? Said morals and values may be very similar. So that works, of course, but there's something else, like on a soul level. It's a very deep level. This could come by way of conversations that you have with one another when you're getting to know each other. This heart with the key card states getting together. So I feel like the more you interact with each other from the very first date, that very first date might actually be a long one. You're not going to want it to end, right? It's sort of like, okay, we went to dinner. Well, do you want to go for drinks? Okay, we went for drinks. Well, do you want to go for a walk? You like, it's motherfucking midnight. What you mean? Yeah, let's go for a walk. Right? There's this desire. And it, like I said, it doesn't feel, oh, it's so hard to explain, guys. Okay, let me just kind of slow my roll down here. It doesn't feel like infatuation, you see. It's definitely giving a meeting of the minds, okay? And more than anything, it's giving the energy of being seen, like I said, being felt, right? Being understood without having to explain in order for understanding to happen. Just being understood straight off rip, straight off the bat. It is not something that either one of you are used to. And I feel as though the both of you have been single for quite some time before you meet each other. That doesn't mean that this is moving super duper fast. It's not. But what it is doing is it's breaking that barrier, okay, of what was in the past. It's changing everything. It is taking everything into a new direction. It is leaving that cycle. You are leaving that cycle. It is like the last little bit that needs to happen, that needs to be understood, that needs to be revealed, right? And it is coming by way of this person. I do feel like you are being that for them and they are being that for you. Wow. So this heart with the key does say open your heart. And I feel like that is specifically for the storyline of those of you who are like, this feels good, but I don't know if I should let it feel good. You know, this is fun, but I don't know if I should be having this much fun. You know, like maybe I should just kind of move away from this for a little while. Let me move around you. You know what I'm saying? Let me just move around you. I'm not going to ghost you. I just, you know, we're going to fall back for a little while. This person will respect your boundaries. They will. They do. Without a second thought, without a second word. You don't have to keep reminding them of what those are. Once you are very clear, this is also why I needed to say that from the very beginning. You have to be very upfront. Okay? The communication here is really what's going to allow things to flourish. So let's dig just slightly deeper here, okay? Let's kind of see where they're taking us. All right, I'm being led to this deck, but I'm also feeling energy off of the romance angels as well. So let's pull from this one and then a few romance angels. Let's kind of gauge some details on who we're dealing with here. I feel like this is an opening of the heart chakra, you guys, okay? So it does feel like where this starts, right? Just to sum all of that shit up. And you're like, girl, sum it up. 20 minutes? It's been 20 minutes. I had to say it, y'all. I had to say all of that. All of that had to be said. But to really put a bow on shit, I feel this is a good signifier of the energy overall, right? It's the opening of one's heart chakra. Does that mean that your heart chakra was closed? No, but it was timid, right? You were timid to open it back up, very choosy about who gains access and who is not welcome, right? And I feel as though this is just shifting your perspective entirely on romantic love specifically. This person will have a effect on you and vice versa, where that key will be given freely, okay? It is something that the two of you will agree on in a certain part of the beginning of the relationship, right? That I like you. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of myself in you. I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really are, you're a good girl, right? Like, you're one of the good guys, right? Like, so where the fuck you been, right? Type of shit. That doesn't mean you're diving headfirst into a relationship, but it does allow the removal, right? The permission that you're going to give yourself to leave the past, to leave what you did in the past, what you accepted in the past, the bullshit in the past, the people in the past, right? There might even be a simultaneous forgiving of people who have dealt you dirty as fuck. But do they matter now based on where you're going or who you're dealing with now? No, they don't even matter. It's like you almost feel sorry for them, right? To feel this kind of energy, it kind of just makes everything else make sense. And it is a healing and opening of the heart chakra. That is what I'm hearing. So let's see here. We have, yep. Ready or not, here they come. You can't hide. I love this. This is going to be fun, you guys, if you allow it to be fun. You see what I'm saying? You're going to have to really be able to recognize the shift in frequencies, right? The shift in energy to enjoy this. And there's something that happens in the early on, like in the beginning, like I said, it's like it feels good, but there's a pulling back. And that is because there's needing to be a healing and a permission slip that you sign for yourself to let that shit in the past fucking go so that you can actually enjoy this. You're ready for it. Otherwise, it would not be here. You can't make this shit up, bro. You can't make it up. So not that you need their cosign because your credit is good at fuck. Not that you need their input because, bitch, you stand 10 toes down on your business. Like, you know how to run your life. You know how to, you know what you're doing, right? None of that. But it does suggest that something about this energy is like a light bulb goes off and all of a sudden you recognize the things that you've been holding on to that literally have either been blockages, have not been helping you, have been weighing you down, and have been skewing your perception, right? Clouding your vision. The vision ahead, though. Okay, I'm hearing over and over and over, I want something new. I want something new. I want to be in a new cycle. I want new. I don't want to deal with the old people anymore. Well, leave that shit. And when you gonna leave it? When is you gonna get on the motherfucking boat and leave that bitch? When you gonna leave it? When? Are you gonna give yourself permission to do it now? Are you gonna give yourself permission to do it now? How about now? How about now? Because the divine says that you're ready. All the energies here suggest that you are ready. And it does feel like a mirrored message. You're not the only one, right? This is why I'm saying you, but I could be talking about you or this person or both. It's either you, just you or the both of you is what I'm hearing. It's going to lighten up your energy. It's going to lighten your load. You've been carrying some bullshit, y'all. Okay, so this is all being divinely guided and it's truly beautiful. And you may actually feel like, damn, like it's the way that the two of you meet. It's going to feel like this was not coincidental. And the longer the two of you spend time together, right, the more you engage with each other, the more you're exposed to their energy, the more so you will feel like this is definitely on purpose. Okay, it only heightens that thought. There's also this idea, right, of healing the inner child. Okay, life has been so serious. Life has been so tough. For a lot of you, the toughness has come by way of, you know, choosing romantic partners that have been narcissists, that have been toxic, that have been, you know, all of the things, right? Snakes in the grass, vultures. This is the antidote, okay? Not Amigos reference. Yes, this is the antidote. It's not really this person. It's really you. And being in this person's energy, it enlightens you. It lightens your load. It inspires you to see things differently. It inspires you to see shit that you've been holding on to that's not even your shit to keep. Because if those people dealt you such a dirty hand, you know what I'm saying? If they did all of this shit that you said that they did, then why the fuck you holding on to it? That's what they said, not me. That's what they said, not me. And here this person comes in. Yes, all of the deeper stuff that I spoke about is true about this connection. It is the truth. But there's also a truth that they're exposing to you about life in general. fun. Life can be fun. Shit don't have to be so serious. Just because you are in a relationship with someone doesn't mean that shit automatically gets serious. What that normally means is that that motherfucker is toxic. Why all of a sudden you feel so much heavier now that you're dealing with someone? That's crazy work. That's going to be your thoughts. And those thoughts will be influenced by the way that this person comes in. I do feel like they are a ball of energy. They are a ball of fun. They have a very fun, lighthearted spirit, guys, okay? Young at heart is the energy that I'm hearing, because we have playfulness and then inner child right under. So they might like really do things that just, you know, speak to your inner child, right? That could be a number of things. It could be something that you used to partake in, like hobbies that you used to do when you were younger. Okay, whether that be going to the damn Dollar Tree and getting coloring books, and you're like, what? They're like, yeah, come on, let's have a contest. Let's see who could do this shit better. We're gonna post it on our social media. We're gonna let people vote, like shit like that. And it's just like, you never would, like, you're so serious. Life has just been so brutal and serious. And this is just really, it's opening things up. It just feels fresh, right? Like spring. It's just a breath of fresh air. Very beautiful. Okay. Let's see. Whoa. All right. We have forgiveness. I definitely feel this, you guys. Okay. Maybe you didn't see yourself forgiving some people from your past. And normally that comes in by way of unseen forces, and those forces can sometimes be resembled by bitterness or resentment, right? And it can also be signified, like when people have a hard time forgiving themselves and other people, it is a signifier that you haven't been able to elevate, or you don't feel like you've been able to, you know, excel beyond that. You don't feel like life is that great since that happened. And it does place a cloud over things. It does make you think, shit, I would be further than this if it wasn't for you, bitch. If it wasn't for you, if you didn't do that, if my mama didn't burn my hair, I would be way further than this, right? That is not even true, right? But you're not really able to see that until things in your life start to flourish, until things start to blossom, until divine timing and divine guidance comes in and places you in a position to see how you're so much better off than the shit that you was holding on to in the past, that the forgiveness just comes like easy, very easily. I love that for you. Because let me tell you something. Forgiving people is not for them. I know that's so cliche to say, but it is true. It in fact still gives people who hurt you access to you by way of your energy, because it takes more energy to be angry, to be upset, to be sad, to be depressed, right? To be mad as fuck, right? It takes more energy to do that than it does to sit in a field of motherfucking roses and let your lover rub your feet. The fuck? The fuck I care about you for when I got this fine round brown? You know what I'm saying? Swinging from the chandeliers in my bedroom, bitch. Fuck you forever. You know? It just comes so easily. It just comes so easily. I know I'm making jokes. I'm making light of it, but it's very serious, guys, right? It's a big thing. Forgiveness can definitely be the difference between moving forward, right? Like genuinely moving forward, and not just saying that you're moving forward, right? And you have to forgive both yourself and those other people. And it's hard to forgive other people when you still feel like you're in the fucked up position that they put you in. But once you out of that shit and you could breathe, bitch, I'm gonna be skipping through the meadows. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to color with my men. Okay, we're going to have a little contest. They're gonna be like, okay, what the winner get? No. I don't know, a little strip tease, a little something. I might, you know, whip a little sun up in the kitchen. Like, you're just going to be too, like, focused on the beauty of your life right now to be in a position to be wanting to give energy to the shit that don't even fucking matter. If you're going to be honest, let them hold that. This leads the way to the opening, guys, right? For romance. And here's what I was feeling the whole time, right? That unfamiliarity, it really is there. The packaging of this relationship Not necessarily their physical looks, because I don't want it to be about that. This is way deeper than the shallow stuff. I feel like the both of you will be very physically attracted to each other, but we all know who are here, who've dealt with the bullshit from the past, right? The toxicity, the narcissist, the snakes in the grass, that the looks actually don't really matter, but when it comes to the shit that actually matters. Hello, somebody. Yeah? Okay, great. We're not talking about that. We're talking about like the deeper stuff, right? The more substantial things in a relationship. This might come packaged just slightly different than what you were suspecting. Your soulmate, your person, your divine counterpart, the next relationship that you would be in, or just the type of person that you would take serious. It might be a little bit unconventional is what I'm hearing. It might come packaged a little bit different. That's not to say physically, though. It's something else. There's something else. It's something else. And I don't feel like you're forcing yourself to like it. It's actually going to be a surprise to you. Like, oh, I didn't even know like this is my kind of thing, right? Like I didn't even know I was into this. With chains, handcuffs, you know what I'm saying? I ain't know I was into none of that. I ain't trying to be too sexual. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me reel it in. Reel it in. So, let's just pull a few of these, and then we're going to hop over to the extended to see where this is all leading and when. All right, okay. They're like, read that heart with the key card again. I'm like, I did read it. They're like, no, again. And it says meeting the one. Do you still believe in that? Their question to you, not me. Do you still believe in love? Do you still believe in a such thing as the one, as in romance, as in life partner, soulmate, whatever you once believed in, do you still believe? They're exposing you is what they're saying, right? Because maybe you told yourself that, you know, fuck it. Maybe I'll just be a bachelor or bachelorette forever. Maybe I'll just, you know, do my own thing. Maybe that's not something that is for me. Something to that effect, those kind of words. I wouldn't necessarily consider that negative self-talk. I would consider that, you know, just putting a band-aid over something that you don't have the answers to that actually might hurt. Protecting one's energy, right? When things are not as clear to you, it's not as clear to you as to when that's going to happen or what is ahead, not wanting to get ahead of yourself. There may be some subconscious blocks there that suggest that maybe you don't feel like you will have that. So you don't want to like put it out there that that's something that you want. So cognitive dissonance, right? Something to that effect. This is an exposure. Okay, an expose, if you will, in the best way, You don't see this coming. So we have, I mean, you cannot make this up, y'all. You can't make it up, okay? So the answers you seek are being answered, but it's not coming in the way that you think it's going to come in. You see what I'm saying? Because maybe you have been wondering why all your relationships have gone to shit. Why you always keep meeting these raggedy ass bitches. Why the fuck you keep meeting these motherfucking down? Why you fucking meeting these people who, you know, snakes, vultures, energy vampires, right? Like, why? What is all this negativity around the romantic portions of my life? They're coming in to answer, right? But it is coming in a little bit different than what you suspected. And it's coming in a very beautiful way, you guys, right? It's just simultaneously allowing you to release yourself from shit that doesn't matter, right? So we have, yes, I'm real. For those of you who are going to start pulling back, right? That's that energy pulling back. Like, this is too good to be true. Let me just put you on ice, put you on pause just for a couple days, for a few hours. They're going to notice immediately. And I feel like they may have an unconventional way of breaking you out of that, right? Like making you feel comfortable. It's a very comforting energy, not manipulation. It's comforting. Like they genuinely care. They genuinely want to know what happened. Are you okay? Like if it's me, then let me know, right? Like I'm not going to force you, but if there's something that I can do, then let me know that as well. Very supportive, very mature, right? This is somebody who can articulate their feelings, their thoughts very well. And there's also this level of truth about this person, right? So they're not just going to pretend like it's not happening. This person will hold you to what it is going on, right? They're going to be in your face, sort of like with that. They'll want answers, like the truth. So they're not going to want to bounce around that if they feel like things are off. So we got the level up, baby. We got the level up, baby. The level up. Do you believe you deserve the real thing is the real question. But they will answer you if you want to know. Like, are you even serious about this? Like, are you, I don't know about you sometimes. Let's also not place this person in a position to continue to have to prove themselves. Okay, guys, that's what I'm hearing as well with this Yes, I'm Real card here in the center. I do feel like you're going to the next level in things. Okay. Upon leaving the past in the behind, Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me bounce back on that thing. Okay. Upon leaving the past behind, you will be able to see that you are ready, right? This is go time. This person is also ready, right? So finally, a connection where you are equally yoked. You very much so are similar. You very much so have, it's sort of like the ways in which they amplify your good parts, you amplify theirs, right? It's a good balance of yin and yang. And you simultaneously allow each other to see that you are ready for this, right? At the same time that's the most important part. That's the most important part. So let's hop over to the extended, okay? I want to dig in a little bit about this person, like who this is exactly, okay? What they're like personality-wise. I also want to know what bullshit they have overcome, okay? To prepare for this connection, because I'm nosy. What attracts the two of you to each other? What attracts you to them versus them to you, okay? What they desire in partnership and in a partner, okay? That's going to let us know if you are as equally yoked as it appears in this spread. Let's see if they are serious about commitment. Are they as serious about commitment as this selection of as this spread suggests is really going to be important. I also want to know, what are they bringing to the table to add value to your life? This is good to know in reference to whether or not you want to make sure you're investing in something that's also going to be investing in you, right? What do you get out of this deal? Hopefully they're not just coming to pull a chair up at your motherfucking table. Do they have a table of their own, or do they at least have things to bring to the motherfucking table? We're going to need to see that, okay? What does the details of being in a union with this person actually look like, okay? Does this work long term? Is longevity possible? Okay, a union, is that possible? We're also going to look at the best possible outcome of things in the next 6 months to a year is the time frame that I want to look at, right? That'll also signify whether or not this is your next relationship, right? Or we'll just look, right, at all of the wins. When will you meet this person if you haven't already? When will the two of you potentially commit to one another? And when will union eventually happen for you? When will be your next long-term relationship, okay? If it's not with this person, we'll then get advice on successfully navigating, right, your life in general, love life, financially, all things, right? In reference to this next cycle, awakening to the beauty of what it is that you deserve and believing that, okay? What is the advice from spirit in order to bring about the manifestations of your heart's desires in the least amount of time? And I didn't have this down, but I feel it intuitively. So we will give you the floor to ask a couple of questions in our Ask the Universe reading, but I have more instructions for this over in the extended. So without further ado, guys, please click that like button, as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell. I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box. I'm going to see y'all over there. Let's go.